has written a book about his lunatic fringe radio career and beyond. Former WEBN sports anchor Wildman Walker joins us live once again from his living room in Deer Park. Wild, how are you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, Bob, my friend. The sun came out a little bit, so it looks like March 1st might be a nice day.
I like that. I like that. Now, the first thing I've got to ask you right out of the chute, a book. Did you ever in your life think you would write a book?
No, absolutely not. But it kind of evolved. We were just, some friends of mine were talking one time about all the stuff that I've done, over the years. And somebody said, you ought to write a book or think about it. And I go, you know what, I should. And I bounced it around off a few people and decided, why not? I'll give it a shot.
How tough was
there
it?
There it is.
Yeah, we're seeing the cover and some of the excerpts on the screen right now. But what was it like trying to go back and recall certain things? And did you call old friends on the phone and say, do you remember this happening and that happened? Had you ever had a diary or anything? How did you get yourself back to some of those moments?
Well, I talked to my buddy Greg Thomas, who had a lot of pictures from back in the day when we went to a lot of the rock shows. So he sent me some pictures and stuff like that. But I pretty much could recall, a lot of the things. The one thing, Bob, here that you start writing this thing, and then after it's complete, you remember stuff that you left out. So I've got like 14 other things I've written down that maybe we'll do an update on this book, because there were some things I left out. The one thing I'm kicking myself that I didn't get in the book was when my son and I went to a Tampa Bay Lightning game down in Tampa. Vincent LeCavier, their best player, future Hall of Famer, gave him a stick.
Oh,
I can't believe
cool.
I didn't, put that in there.
Yeah, well, but that's good marketing, Wild Man. Now you got volume 2 all set and ready to go. That's good thinking. That's good thinking. Now I noticed you're wearing.
I never thought about it that way. Yeah.
You're wearing a Joe Morgan shirt, but I know you dedicate a lot of time to a certain number 14 as well. Let's delve into that a little bit.
Well, yeah, one of the chapters is Pete Rose, and and I was asked what was my favorite chapter, and I said it has to be Pete Rose because I got to see, a lot of his accomplishments in person and on television. But the majority of the accomplishments, I was there, and then I got to know him pretty well, and so that without a doubt, and my son is named after him, so without a doubt, that has to be my favorite chapter. My other favorite chapter is the Royals and the Slammers. I don't know if you remember the Slammers, but we had so much fun out there those 3 years that they were in business. And, of course, the Royals, and I still haven't forgiven Bob Cousy or Joe Atzelson.
The Cincinnati Slammers. Yeah, that's going back a little bit. That's good stuff. And let's go back a little bit, not quite as far maybe. The Billboard, everybody always going to ask you about the Billboard. It's the rest of your life you're going to get questions about that. What was it like writing the chapter in the book?
That was easy, so easy. It's like I can recall everything that went on up there. And I know when I was on with you guys last year talking about it, I can recall everything. I didn't leave anything out in the Billboard chapter. I didn't leave anything out, Bob. I told her everything that went on up there. That was probably the easiest chapter.
Well, and you know what? Let me take you that direction then with it, because you guys were sort of at the pinnacle of the radio game there for a while. When it's you and it's Eddie, it's Bob the producer. You guys were at the top of the world. Was it hard to put some of the things into writing? Did you have to redact anything to protect the innocent?
I left some things out, yes, to protect the innocent, yes. Of course.
I figured there might be a couple of stories.
Everything that's in there, and from some of the people that have already gotten a book from me, they love that chapter. They loved we called it 61 days, because that's how long I was up there, 61 days, until the Bengals beat the Browns on a blocked field goal, thanks to my friend Eric Thomas.
Unbelievable. Okay, I'm going to ask you one more thing. You've always had an unbelievable relationship with the fans. Talk about traveling to the Super Bowl in your Granada with a fan.
Oh, those two guys. I haven't seen them since, Bob. I think they're mentally scarred. They had never been out of Cincinnati in their life. I swear to God, I haven't seen those guys since we came back. And my Granada, well, I think I might have went to the junkyard, but it also could maybe be a taxi down in Tijuana.
Either way, it ended up in the right spot. Okay, they're saying I got to wrap up very quick. Wildman, if people want to find your book, how do they do it?
Well, I'm doing a lot of book signings around town. My first big splash book signing is Saturday, March 13th at MVP Sports Bar in Silverton from 5 to 8. I'm doing a soft book signing this Friday night at Pirates Den in Western Hills with Bob Cushing, who's playing there from 7 to 10. So those are the two. It'll be up on my Facebook page and whatnot. But we're doing like 12 book signings, Bob, around town and adding more as we speak.
I love it. And you know, my producer's going to kill me, but Mike Dressel from the Indian Hill Rangers and the hockey thing said you were going to mention a big charity hockey game that's coming up too.
Oh, yeah, that's May 1st. That's May 1st. I know my friend Officer Ray Manning is watching right now. Yeah, May 1st, the Cyclones charity game. A lot of the former Cyclones. Hopefully Paul Lawless will be coming to town, but I'm looking forward to being part of that again. That's a great time. Great time.
Awesome. Hey, Wildman, it's always a pleasure talking to you. Get the book. Wildman, thank you, brother. Take care. It's 9:43.
Thanks, Bob. Good talking to you.
Good talking to you too, buddy.